I awoke in a strange room, unable to remember anything before that moment. I didn't know how I'd gotten there, how long I'd been there, or where I'd come from.
Oh my god, I'm sorry. Like it's just that English dub. Like, like you know what I mean? Like, like if you watch dub, don't tell me you're an anime fan. Easy go. Easy go. Unless it's Bleach. Like I said, Bleach dub is actually really fire in my opinion.
I warn you, life in Grimgar isn't going to be easy. I do have one little piece of advice to offer. Whatever happens, don't quit. Remember, if you fight, you may die. But if you give up, you will definitely die. That I can guarantee.
Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm sorry about that.
And as you see, like you can't quit, you can't give up. That's kind of the trope tone of the film. My fault, tone of the anime.
If we lose here, it's all over. So fight with every shred of strength you have left. Don't give up. No living thing wants to die. We're fighting for our lives, everybody.
Being another real life, forming a party, and like if you're in a weaker party, right, things don't go all the way. Nobody's super strong, and was not all strong. So, and going through the effects of taking a life. All you guys are gamers, right? So no one's really taking a life, and how deep that is to take a life, to just like now you're really taking lives and to go through that battle and in these so-called level 1 monsters like goblins, they're fighting for their life too. So I thought that was I did like that aspect of it, making it more realistic, making it more taking a different look at the isekai route world, right? Um, but I'm gonna be honest, it just kind of maybe it's because I'm so used to shonen anime. I do like shonen and seinen. I think I said that right. Anime, like the darker tone anime. So I did kind of enjoy this from the start, but it's just like it just gets to a point where it's like he's like too weak for me, and he's just not charismatic. Yeah, like he's weak but not even charismatic, and I think that's where like you don't really like it. Like if you guys have seen ReZero, like I had to stop watching ReZero. Like I didn't finish the second season of ReZero because I felt that he was like the writers just did him greasy because he was so weak, and he just had to keep reliving his life even after being killed in a world where everyone has superpowers. There's demons, there's gods, there's and he's just a regular dude with no powers, no like military background, no nothing. He's just a regular guy in a world like that, So, but he was charismatic, and I felt like the main character here is not charismatic at all whatsoever. They wrote him so boring. He's so boring, so boring. Like, you're just kind of like, I mean, I guess like it's cool. I mean, it's whatever. Like he's so bland, and I felt that they made. I feel like the fact that they made it realistic made it so realistic. They took away the attributes that make somebody the main character to make them cool, to make them likable. You know what I mean? So in ReZero, like the guy, like he still like wants to save this girl. Like he still wants to do right. Like he still has this passion to do right, and that he kind of still can. Like he still has somewhat confidence. Even though he's trash, he does break down at times. He still has somewhat confidence to like still go out and try to get the job done. Obviously, because he keeps dying, so he has to get the job done. But and he still wants to save the day. He still has this innate like we can do it. Like I'm gonna do it. Like I gotta take this result. I'm gonna do it. That just makes you fall in love with him. But I feel like Grimgar adds and illusions like this guy right here because he's the main character. No type of charisma at all, bro. They made it too realistic. It's too that he's nervous. It's too that he's nervous. It's too that it takes him long to adjust. It's too much. It's like there's no hope. Like he basically doesn't have hope. And for the main character, like you have to have hope. Even if you're realistic to being like sad and depressed, like you have to get to the I have hope vibes, right? And maybe that because I couldn't finish it, so maybe like I got to like episode like 4, so maybe down the road it gets there. but I couldn't even finish because like, bro, this is just so blank. He's just such a bland dude, bro. Um, it's dark, like I said, it's because it's more realistic, but it's like, I guess whatever, you know. I just couldn't really dive into it like that. And like I said, my biggest thing was that it just felt bland. Like every character was just kind of there, and you just kind of like, oh, like I've seen these guys before. Like nobody really popped. Like I said, the main character has to have hope. There has like even in Tokyo Revengers, like I love that anime, but it was tough to watch the first like 6 episodes because and the main character is kind of like he's like a crybaby. It's like bro, like tightened up, bro. But even though he'll break down, he'll cry, like he still has to have hope. Like he still gets down to himself, and then he's like, okay, like, we can do this. I can do it. I'm gonna do it. Like he has hope still, right? And it just feel like there's just no hope here. Like and everybody's just kind of like, yeah, like this is our life. Just get by. Let's be getting on by. Yeah, it's cool. We're just gonna get on by. Get on by. Like, it's not like, nah, like, things are gonna change, man. Watch, like, man, we're bad now. Like, you need the hope, like, you need the confidence, like, you need the hope. And it just doesn't have that. It just doesn't have that, and I think that's the biggest thing that made this anime kind of be, So where I like the take that it took, like the realistic vibe of the isekai world of being in another world. Like, I look at the weaker teams that aren't overpowered. How to start off there, but there's like just no hope. There's no belief. It's like if the characters don't believe, how am I supposed to get behind them? I thought that's the biggest thing. The animation is really good. Um, the studio behind Fairy Tail and Sword Art Online. It actually makes a lot of sense but Sword Art Online, the dude was super strong. Kirito was super strong, and he was very confident, and he had hope. Like everyone always believed in him. So yeah, which is interesting how they sold that. And Fairy Tail, like Natsu is very strong, has a lot of hope, has a lot of confidence, and he's locked in. So that's actually interesting. That's the studio that brought me Fairy Tail and Sword Art Online. That this is the main character that they just look for a different route. And I just fully believe it didn't work. I think that's why there's not a season 2. I don't believe there is one. And it stopped at it. That's what I would do to fix it. I think, like I said, the main thing to me would be making the main character charismatic because he's not at all. There's like no type of thing that you kind of like really can get behind him with, and it just feels bland. It's like yeah, like I'll go watch something else. Yeah, like it's dark, but I go watch something else. Like I said, dark isekai, the real world aspects of it. Like I would go watch Goblin Slayer. You know what I mean? Like I'll go watch Goblin Slayer. Like it's super dark. Like there's a real kind of tone to like these level 1 goblins aren't just so easy. Like not you just so focused about the people that succeed. What about the people that failed? I thought the Goblin Slayer kind of did that more justice than this because you just don't really get behind it. It's like, oh, you just want to survive. Like I said, it's just kind of like if you're playing, if their dream is just to survive, it's like, yeah, bro, I'm not really rocking with that dream. Like I can't really get behind you because all you want is to be average. You just want to be basic. You don't even have, even though you may not be great now, it's like you should want to aspire to be great. If you're just like, yeah, I just want to be a regular dude, like we just want to get by. It's like I don't really care to watch, keep watching. But you guys watch the trailer. So obviously there's a lot of hype. As you see, it's a lot of like we're fighting for our lives, everybody. Classic shonen. Like never give up speech, but it's just so weak, bro. Like it's just so like I don't know. Maybe that's just me. But like I said, it doesn't feel like they really have hope. They just like I said, they just want to like you said, it's fight for survival. Like you just want to get by. Like, you don't want to be great. You just want to get by. You know what I mean? It's like if you don't have a dream, then why should I get behind you as the main character? Like, where's your charisma? All you want to do is just be like, no, like a regular person just trying to. All you want to do is survive. That's it. That's all you want to do is survive. Then why do I want to get behind you? You know what I mean? Like it's not like it's a zombie apocalypse where like surviving is winning in life, right? Like it's not Walking Dead. It's like, bro, no, there's a world, there's classes. Like, why not be at the top of the world? Why not want to strive for that? Yeah, it's kind of goofy. So yeah, that's my take on Grimgar Ashes and Lucians. Why I didn't make it to a season 2. So what do you guys think though? Let me know how you guys felt about this anime. I don't like rating anime that I didn't finish, so I wouldn't give it a rating. But I think this is why I couldn't finish it. Like I just couldn't make it past it, and that's my reasons for it. How do you guys feel about this anime? Did you guys really like it? Could you guys finish? Do you guys think it deserves the second season? And if you guys can give me any anime recommendations for me, I'll go check out and just have a good time, man. It's your boy Chosen, man. Like, subscribe, and yeah, I'm out. Yes, sir.